Everybody, and welcome to the video. This may be a throwback for you. The beard is gone. Can't believe it. I just went in and I thought I had a fuck it moment, and the woman didn't want to do it, and my girlfriend didn't want me to do it, and I just went, take it off. So here I am, back. Anyway guys, welcome to the video. I am 5 weeks out on Saturday, so we're hitting squeaky bum time. I weighed in this morning, which I have not put in actually. I will put my weigh-ins up on screen right now. This is how I've been weighing the last week. So I had a pretty big drop down to 92.2, and this morning I was 92 kilos flat. So that is a new prep low. That is the leanest and skinniest I've been all prep. I have a videographer in today again for my workout. We have a push session today. It's going to be a juicy one. Like, this is the leanest I've been, so I'm hoping we can get some gnarly shots, some gnarly physique shots, and my veins coming out everywhere, which would be awesome. And then we'll touch across a few of the topics in this video as we move forward. The biggest one being, I'm not doing a meal plan anymore because I want some extra food and I want to try different things, and I think it's going to help with food focus a lot because I've been very food focused last week. I'm now subscribing to food channels. You know it's going downhill when you're subscribing to food channels.
Do as I say, not as I do. Do not start your day with a 3D energy drink, but I will. See, this is why you don't do this shit.
So I've not tried the white one yet, so I will taste test. Oh, it's good, man. 3D energy drink shits all over everything I've ever tried. I'm sorry, but if you're a Monster fan, this is better. A little bit less carbonated, a little bit more caffeine. I'm in so many flavors. Had the orange one yesterday. Had the blue one the day before. And they're goddamn nice. If you want to get a 3D energy drink in the UK, Insight Supplements stock them. Josh 10 will get you a discount. You order a case of 12, you can just mix up all of them. So you can have every single flavor. You can tell them what you want. They do packs of 4 and they do single packs as well. Josh 10 for discount. Anyway, we're in 45 minutes of cardio this morning. Caffeine takes about 20 to 30 minutes to peak. I'm very lean right now. I've got an empty stomach, so it's going to take me even quicker to peak, you know. So within the next 20 minutes, I want to be on that Stairmaster and going. So I'm going to do like 10 minutes of work. I'm then going to drive. I literally live 5 minutes from the gym, and then we'll be sorted. Do not hate me. Stop shouting at me. This is a fat burner cream, but Josh, fat burner creams don't work. You're right, they don't. But in conjunction with a few other things, they may do. I'm going to briefly talk about this before you guys ridicule me. This is Vasoburn by Matt Porter. Rest in peace, Matt Porter. That was such a big hit to the industry. This has topical yohimbine in it. So there's yohimbine in this. You apply it to areas that are stubborn to lose body fat, like your midsection, glutes, hams, and lower back. But for me, I just do my back and my midsection because I ain't getting no glutes out on stage. It has capsicum in it, which is like a like a chili extract type thing. So it will create a lot of blood flow there. It almost feels a bit like sunburn, which is a bit weird. But it will kind of enhance the blood flow to the area. We know if we enhance blood flow to areas, we can increase the lipolytic effect of whatever we're doing at the time. We have to consider I'm taking fat burners, real ones, not just yohimbine. So the combination of topical yohimbine, blood flow to the area, the fat burners that I'm using, doing fasted cardio, because inevitably fasted cardio with fat burners, fasted cardio without fat burners doesn't make a difference, but with fat burners it will make a bit of a difference in terms of burning more body fat. So I just combine everything and I throw it's like a 50 pence thing on there. You'll still be natural if you use this. Is it really gonna burn body fat without a calorie deficit? No. With a calorie deficit, I'm not convinced, but I've been told it's good and I've been using it on and off during prep, so I'm just gonna stick with it. Another thing, I'm saving the goddamn environment. I'm definitely not saving the environment, but I bought a chili bottle I bought the biggest chili bottle I could because I always buy bottles of water and I don't want to do that anymore, and I want to do my bit to reduce the motherfucking world. Danger to the world. I want to reduce the danger to the world. He says I get fucking supplement orders every month. Could come in plastic cups. You're good.
Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. Get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Come to motherfucking bitches. I pull it with a lemon. Now she ain't living. Just the eyes get acidic. Listen, swimming. Motherfucker, we ain't finished. I tell you we won't stop. A dick by the minute. Like yours, but you finished.
To the point. For me in prep, where I'm becoming very food focused, and the foods that I'm being set are not necessarily hitting my spot. And I can definitely do a lot with macros, and I know, and I've got very, very good concepts of nutrition, health, and well-being. So I'm not going to compromise those throughout, but I am going to be switching to an if it fits your macros type plan, and that just essentially just means I'm going to set macros per meal, same macros every single day, and I'm going to ensure that a huge majority of my foods come from single ingredient food. So I'm now going to count the trace macros, including everything, and just ensure that I get good sources of each in, because that is the main reasoning behind not counting my trace macros. For example, if you had like oats 3 times a day, not saying you're going to do that, and you had, 7 grams of fat, 7 grams of fat, 7 grams of fat, that's 21 grams of fat that you've had from oats, and that's not an essential fatty. Like, you're not getting all the benefits that would come with like an almond butter or an olive oil or an avocado because of the minerals and vitamins that would be in there. So you're inherently limiting your micronutrition through that, which is why I just kind of didn't track them. It was no big deal because I was eating the same food, so the trace macros didn't actually change. But now, just to increase a little bit of variety in my diet and just to get away from the food focus I've been having, I also feel like I know fucking high volume foods when I can see them. I've been doing that. So first meal for today, on my first if it fits your macros in over a year, is gonna be 300 milligrams of egg whites in an omelette with some salad. I'm then gonna have 1 bagel thin and 15 grams of honey, because I've not had honey in a long time. It's gonna be incredible. And then I'm also gonna put 15 grams of almond butter on my egg whites. And this is gonna work out to about 10 grams of fat. It's gonna work out to about 40 grams of carbs. And it's gonna work out to about 40 grams of protein. So it's a pretty well-rounded meal. Today's macros are going to be 220 protein, as we stick towards that 2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. It's going to be 250 carb. It's going to be 40 fat. Let's eat. Still see that my back is holding so much more body fat than anywhere else, and it is significantly down this week, being that new low weigh-in of 92 kilos this morning. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Like today I felt really, really good in the gym. Like the pump was unreal. Really felt fucking anabolic today. So good day. Few parcels. Let's open them. Oh shit, bear grips. Oh shit. Oh my bear grips. A blue pair, 2 lots of straps, another green pair, another red pair, some Versa grips, bear grips. Damn. The owners at Beg Rips like follow me on Instagram, and they sent me like a message saying, can we send you some new grips? And they sent me all those. So thank you. And then we have some naughties. George, but where'd you get your gear from? I'm not telling you. I don't know. It's illegal. Stop asking me. Rex? Hey. Hi! What I wanted to finish with, I hope you don't mind me sat here in my boxes, by the way. What I wanted to finish with is the big thing that you guys might be missing when it comes to losing weight. And it's something that people don't often look at, and I know that everyone says it's calories in versus calories out, and it largely is, but we can put ourselves into positions where that equation doesn't always work. I've had clients who are very, very, very stressed. We call this sympathetic, highly sympathetic people. So sympathetic is I've talked about this many, many times on my podcast, on my channel, but we have an autonomic nervous system. The nervous system is the regulation of everything in our body. We essentially have two proportions of that, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic is where sympathetic tone, when we're in a sympathetic tone, we're not focusing on digestion, so actual digestion enzymes will downregulate stomach acid, will downregulate blood to the gut, will downregulate, and we'll be in that fight or flight mode. So like neuroadrenaline rises, heart rate rises, blood pressure rises, and these things that need to rise in order for us to fight or flight rise, and these get activated when we're highly stressed. Now, things that can be affecting stress. A gym session is stress. A cardio session is stress. A calorie deficit is stress. Arguing with your boss is stress. Arguing with your girlfriend is stress. Having a midday crisis with work is a stress. Wi-Fi going down is a stress. When we have all these stresses, caffeine is a stress. We have all these stresses that can constantly be going and affect our cortisol release, and that can in fact off-put weight loss. You would not believe it, the amount of people that I've had who physically cannot lose weight, and they'll be on 1800 calories, loads of cardio, and they physically cannot do it. It's because their sympathetic tone is too high. When you change that sympathetic tone to parasympathetic, you start to lose weight. And when you start to focus on recovery, when you start to focus on switching off, when you start to focus on going for your steps and your walk and grounding and getting out in the sun and getting natural light in, things start to change. I can give you an example right now. Mike Diamonds, he has always been a very, very stressed dude, and I don't mean he is a stressed dude, I mean his lifestyle is stressful to his body. Whether he knows he's stressed or not, you're still getting stress response. He's a medical student, he doesn't sleep more than 4, 5 or 6 hours. He had to do hours of cardio, literally hours of cardio. He had to train, he had to eat under 1800 calories, and we just physically couldn't get him lean enough, and it was just because he was constantly on stims, he had exams every day, he had to be concentrating in work. It's very, very stressful environment, and he was so sympathetic. He had, I think he had like a worse apartment. So he did all these things to change. He got a new apartment. He starts to go to walks. He starts to focus on relaxing and turning off. He's focusing on managing his meals around his training and focusing on training performance. And now he's dropping weight like nothing. So please take a leaf out of Mike's book, and please take a leaf out of my book. I've been there. I've been that highly stressed, want to work. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. And it doesn't always work. It doesn't. So if there's one thing you can take from this vlog, it's relax. And it doesn't mean you need to spend the whole day relaxed and half the day relaxed and the whole evening relaxed. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes of meditation on here can genuinely reduce your resting heart rate, blood pressure, respiratory rate. If you can get to 6 breaths per minute, all these things come down and all these positives happen, and that's been shown with breath work. If you don't believe me, just go on PubMed, Google breath work, and blood pressure, and these things immediately rise down, which is why 10 minutes post workout I always use my Headspace app just for 3 or 4 minutes. So understand there is 2 different types of nervous system: sympathetic, parasympathetic. Both are needed, both are good. If we're training, we don't want to be parasympathetic, we want to be heightened, we want to be ready to go. But we don't want to be digesting and stuff and all that kind of thing. But of course, when we're away from training and we're away from work, we want to be parasympathetic so we can rest, digest and recuperate and allow our body to be recuperative. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We are 4.5 weeks out. We're coming in. I'm feeling shredded. We're getting there. Let's keep working, fam. I love you. Peace. Bye.